Okay, so you've given us this uh, really captivating piece of narrative. It's like a snapshot, isn't it? A
Yeah.
raw, unfiltered look at a huge turning point for this character.
It really is. You get dropped right into the middle of things.
Yeah, and today in this deep dive, we're going to pull apart these threads. We're talking complex personal choices, tricky relationship dynamics, and then there's this amazing, almost fated celebration.
Right.
Our mission, really, is to dig into these pages and find the key stuff, understand what makes her tick, decode those subtle relationship signals, and see how friends and just circumstance can shape everything in one big moment.
And what's so compelling, I think, is how the narrative just lays bare the internal struggle of Abby, our protagonist. She's grappling with these, conflicting desires, and you really feel the push and pull. The internal stuff, external pressures, it's all there.
So let's really get into that core dilemma.
Yeah.
Abby is clearly torn, pulled between two very, very different paths. Two men, basically. Yeah. She even says she feels like two different people.
Mm-hmm.
With Parker, she's docile, polite, but around Travis, she becomes irritable, lost, and frustrated. What's that telling us?
Well, it's almost like self-fragmentation, isn't it? Her rational brain, as she calls it, tells her Parker is the one. He's attractive, smart, he likes her. Logically, it fits.
Right, a sensible choice.
Exactly. But despite that, she's drawn into this complication with Travis, and the story even asks why she can't sort this out. And the thing is, she doesn't know why.
Huh.
It makes you wonder, maybe Parker brings out the Abby she feels she should be, while Travis, maybe he taps into something more authentic, even if it's messy.
And that internal conflict, we see it physically, right? With the bracelet Parker gave her, it's described as scintillating on her wrist, like this constant shimmering reminder.
Oh, wait, almost.
Yeah, a symbol of the choice she has to make, especially since Travis is, pushing her for an answer.
Definitely puts the pressure on.
So while Abby's wrestling with all this inside, she talks to her best friend, America. And America, wow, she does not hold back.
No, she doesn't mince words at all.
She just comes right out and tells Abby, look, you and Travis are not just friends, and that both of them are actually so afraid of what might happen that they actively sabotage it. They fight tooth and nail for it not to work. That's pretty blunt.
It's brutal honesty, yeah. And America doesn't just stop at opinions. She brings, evidence to the table.
Oh, right, the source.
Exactly. She mentions a trustworthy source, and we kind of figure out it's Shepley, Travis's roommate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who apparently overheard Travis talking about Abby, and this source says if Abby just told Travis she wanted him, he would never look at another woman. Boom.
That just completely blows up Abby's main fear, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Her whole reason for keeping Travis at a distance, thinking he can't be faithful.
It totally undermines her rationale, challenges everything she thought she knew about him.
But, on the flip side, isn't it also a bit, worrying that such a huge decision about her own feelings is being swayed by secondhand info, even if it's from a supposedly trustworthy source?
That's a really good point. It shows how much external opinions can kind of seep in and shape how we see things, even our own desires. It's tricky.
Yeah. Anyway, this whole internal battle is about to get thrown into, chaos and maybe resolution. Because there's this massive, meticulously planned surprise party.
The party.
Yes. It's supposed to be for Abby, but it ends up forcing everything out into the open. And America, she's like the master organizer behind it all.
Ultimate co-conspirator.
Totally. Takes her shopping, gets her hair done, manicure, buys her this specific pearl gray dress and yellow heels, all disguised as just, running errands.
And the whole point was to stop Abby showing up dressed like a slovenly person, which is just hilarious.
It is. And the layers of deception, they just keep going. Travis calls her pretending to be worried just to keep her off the scent.
Right. And America uses that whole elaborate excuse about needing notes for Shepley from Brazil's place, even faking being scared of Brazil flirting with her.
Which Brazil later admits was totally made up.
Huh.
Just to get Abby there. It really shows how far they went to pull this off.
The commitment level is impressive.
And then the reveal, it sounds so vivid. A crowd shouting, "Happy birthday!" Pink and blue balloons everywhere. And Travis appears, kisses her on the forehead.
A real cinematic moment.
And apparently they even had to move the party up a day early because someone had leaked it. So there were last-minute changes. Just adds to the whole chaotic energy of it.
Yeah, the effort, the near disaster, it all feeds into the drama.
Okay, so Parker eventually shows up, but his arrival, it kind of highlights the contrast between the two guys, doesn't it?
Immediately, it sets a very different tone.
He's late, he apologizes, kisses her sweetly, notices the bracelet, all very polite, proper, but then he won't dance. Says it's not what he usually does.
Yeah.
That kind of speaks volumes, you know.
It absolutely does. It's such a stark difference to the energy Travis brings. Parker seems more measured, maybe even a bit restrictive compared to Travis's spontaneity.
And it raises questions about basic compatibility, doesn't it? Not just personality, but lifestyle.
Definitely. And then there's that moment where Abby mentions the tequila game she used to play with her dad.
Oh, yeah.
Parker openly disapproves, calls it a bit dangerous, questions the whole father-daughter bonding thing. It points to this potential clash, like his more conservative world bumping up against her, while her wilder side.
Right. And then he leaves early. He's got a hunting trip the next morning.
Very responsible.
Which leads to Travis making that crack. Dad's gone. The party can begin. Almost like a perfect summary, right? Parker, the safe choice, exits, and boom.
The stage is cleared for Travis, that raw magnetic energy.
Exactly. So if Parker is this hesitant, kind of peripheral figure at the party, Travis is the opposite. He's like gravity, a constant, very physical presence.
You really feel that in the description. He's always there.
He dances with her, like really intimately, twirling her, holding her close, telling her she's ravishing and later sexy after she wins that bet. Lots of compliments.
And it's interesting how his possessiveness comes out, almost instinctively, like when he literally pulls Chris Jenks's shirt to stop him dancing with Abby.
Whoa, really? That's pretty territorial.
It is, but then you also see a protective side, like when she's dancing on the couch, he's there, making sure she doesn't fall. So it's this mix, you know, intense affection, clear possessiveness, but also this layer of looking out for her. It paints a very clear picture of his feelings.
Yeah, their interactions are definitely described as charged.
Yeah.
It all builds up to that moment at midnight. He spins her around, and they have this look.
Where everything else just fades away.
Right, an undeniable connection.
Yeah.
But amidst all this romantic tension, there's this other major event happening. The birthday tradition.
Ah, yes, the tequila.
Introduced by Brazil,
Yeah.
right? One of the football guys, a friend. He challenges Abby 19 tequila shots for her 19th birthday.
And the stakes are pretty high, $20 a shot.
Yeah. And Brazil even offers to double it if she hits 15. And Abby, she just accepts. Doesn't even blink. In fact, she critiques the tequila choice.
It's a shame to serve patron for this. This kind of competition is done with Cuervo. That line tells you so much about her.
It really does. It's not just a game for her. It reveals this whole other side, this unexpected skill, this resilience.
And we find out why. She says she's been playing this game with her father since she was 16.
Which is, wow. Explains a lot.
It does. Brazil totally underestimates her at first, thinks he'll maybe lose $60, but nope, she downs all 19.
And he has to pay her $600. It's this moment where she just asserts herself, her strength, totally subverting everyone's expectations.
Yeah, it shows this incredible grit.
And even when she's clearly feeling it, the text says her mucous membranes, anesthetized since shot number 8. The burn had lost its bite. She just keeps going.
Driven by pride, she says. And the money.
Declares, I never give up, me, and I want my money. It shows this really deep-seated determination. It's not just about drinking.
Not at all. It's about proving something.
So the party hits its absolute peak right at midnight. Abby officially turns 19. There are shouts, celebrations.
Then Travis lifts her up, twirls her around.
And they have that look again. That long, intense gaze where she feels lost in his hazel gaze. It's the emotional high point.
Definitely. And it's almost immediately after that moment of connection that she finishes the tequila challenge. It's like the emotional clarity fuels the physical feat.
That's an interesting way to put it, despite Shepley joking about an alcoholic coma.
Right. And then she tucks the $600 into her bra, such a small, telling detail, right? Practical even then.
Totally. And the night just kind of dissolves after that. Dancing with Travis until morning, leading to a blackout, as she puts it. The tequila finally winning.
It's a powerful end, a night that just sweeps her away, literally and metaphorically.
So after all that, what does it all mean for Abby? For her journey? We've watched her navigate this incredibly tangled web relationships, expectations, these intense personal challenges, all packed into one night.
Well, I think this deep dive really shows how these kinds of high-stakes social events, like the surprise party, they act like a crucible, don't they? They distill weeks, maybe months of internal conflict down into one undeniable moment.
A moment of clarity.
Exactly. It shatters the illusion of choice she might have had before. It's in these heightened situations that our real selves and the true nature of our connection connections, they just get dramatically exposed.
Absolutely. The power of just one moment, one crazy orchestrated party, it can reveal so much more about someone and their relationships than just weeks of normal life. It forces a truth out that was maybe bubbling underneath all along.
Which leads to a question really for you listening. How much do our most personal decisions, especially the ones about the heart, how much do they truly belong just to us? And how much are they shaped by the people around us, the events that happen to us, maybe pushing us towards a path that feels inevitable, even if it's one we were trying hard to resist?
That's definitely something to chew on. We hope this deep dive has given you plenty to think about.